Hi Libra, welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with a monthly message for July 2020. We are using the Lightseer's Tarot for your message this month. And we are using a variety of oracle cards for some contemplative questions nearer the end of the reading, so we'll get to those. I will list them for you in the description box in case you're curious about any of them. As always, I am going to suggest you watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos. If you do not know where your signs are placed, put your birth information into an astrology calculator online, and then come back and binge watch your videos. You got the whole month to do it. Alright, let's get into it. You had 3 cards come off the bottom of the deck. These are intended to be an overall theme of energy within the atmosphere unfolding for you, Libra, in the month of July. Let's see what you have here. Your first is the Knight of Pentacles. I love this Knight, period. Across the board, any tarot deck, I love the Knight of Pentacles. And the reason why is that he is Mr. Slow and Steady. He never quits, he never gives up. None of the Knights do. This one is just so aware about what he's doing. And in this deck in particular, he's in motion. He's off his horse, so he's moving a little bit slower, but most of the time we see him in stillness. In this deck, he's in motion. And he carries with him the Ace of Pentacles, of course, which is a divine and cosmic gift of great love, new opportunity, doors opening, gateways, thresholds for us to cross, and Knights convey messages between cards. So my feeling is he's coming from these last 2 cards over here. We'll take a look at where he's going in just a moment. So he's Mr. Slow and Steady. When he shows up in a reading, you are being asked to take a look at the landscape. Look into the periphery, look behind you, take a gander at your own hindsight and see how it might be serving you at this time. But we will connect him when we get to these last 2 over here. Where's he headed? That's the next question. He has the King of Swords, beautiful card, and King of Wands. What a combination. Yes. Okay, so the King of Swords, his mastery is in his decision making. The King and Queen of Swords, as I so often remind you all, they have a reputation for being cold. And I disagree with that. They are not cold at all. They're actually all heart. However, the King and Queen in this suit are tasked with making decisions for more than just themselves. They have to make the decisions for the entire realm, and they can't please everyone. So, that's why they have that reputation, because those who are dissatisfied with their choices have something to squawk about, right? Anyway, King of Swords, he's holding the Ace of Swords. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles showing here with the Knight. You have the Ace of Swords showing here with the King, and then the Ace of Wands showing with the other King of Wands. Beautiful. Now, with the King of Wands, you have inspiration, excitement, enthusiasm, raw joy, unlimited potential, an opportunity to allow your gifts and talents to shine. And you have the discernment with which to do that in an atmosphere where you are not rushed at all. And Libra, this is good for you. That's harmonizing for you, because you don't rush Libras. You just don't. You've got to give them wide berth to make choice and decision that feels good, right, balanced, harmonious to them. So this is an excellent atmosphere for you in the month of July, and good for you because you're probably going to need to lean into these energies as you navigate the energy atmosphere for the month. Let's see what comes next. 4 of Swords. Super stable energy. I love this. This is rest for the spiritual warrior. What I feel here, I'm just noticing. She has a heart in the nest. And this reminds me of the 3 of Swords, that is usually penetrated by swords. But there are no swords in it, which is wonderful. So this is loving kindness and compassion for the self. And it's an honoring of one's journey, and it's a timeout, taking the rest that you need. So if you are healing from a Three of Swords life experience, this 4 is a welcome respite for you. And it allows you to go so much deeper into the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands. So when you rise from this rest, you will be really harmonized, really balanced, and in no rush, but in total satisfaction for the fulfillment of your own dreams, because you've been doing the journey work and the healing work that's required. Beautiful. Yeah, look at that. Because next you have the Ten of Pentacles. What a gorgeous card. In tarot, this is called the Legacy card. And it's about what you have to spare and share energetically, what you have to pass on. And I feel a great inspirational energy in your reading. And the only way for you to share your inspiration is to share it from a firm, solid foundation while you feel in harmony and while you feel that you have enough to spare and share. So with the 4, you're going for inner stability. And unless or until you have the inner stability, you're not emerging from the nest, which is great. You stay there as long as you need to and do the journey work, because when you come out, when you rise inspirationally, you're going to have this Ten of Pentacles type of energy that you are stepping into, that you are welcoming. Now, Ten of Pentacles, it's joy, satisfaction, fulfillment, happiness. Eventually, this card resets to the Ace, which you see in movement over here with the Knight, which is beautiful. So you're really in a good flow. That's what I see. There's connection, there's unity, there's togetherness here, there's sharing, and the card is intended to indicate multi-generational. So take that where it's relevant for you. This can be your family, it can be your family of friends, it can be self-relationship, you know. You have to go into stillness and have some rest along the way so that you have this on offer to your own self-relationship, and then have it on offer to all of your other relationships. And it looks like you're in great flow with this at this time. I love that for you. And then Nine of Swords. Yeah. All right, well, there it is. This is why you're in the nest to begin with. This card in tarot is referred to as the 3 a.m. card. It's the stuff, it's the BS, it's the ego, it's the emotional pain that keeps us awake at night and deprives us of the required rest. These are the thoughts. These are the things that are swirling around in your brain. These are vulture thoughts. And, you know, the Hail Mary on the Nine of Swords is a new day dawns. Fresh new opportunity presents itself when you wake the next day. So it's lovely that you're over here in the stability of this 4, because it means that with the 10 present, you know what you have to offer. You know what the universe has on offer to you. Yet some echoes of the past, I dare say, related to potentially a 3 of Swords life experience, some echoes of the past are maybe troubling to you at this time, and you haven't put them to rest yet, but you're working on it. So that's beautiful. So the other message I feel here is that what you're looking at, Nine of Swords, notice her hands, you know, her face is in her hands. She's not really looking anywhere else. And she is so plagued, beleaguered even by all these painful thoughts, experiences. When she looks up eventually, she is going to see new, fresh opportunity. And that new, fresh opportunity is this Ten of Pentacles. So what I want to say to you here is that the cards are letting you know that this is right in front of you. Have the strength of your King of Wands to look up, look around, look into the periphery, and trust that this is there. And, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Nobody's pushing you, nobody's forcing you. You're just being invited to maybe look in a new direction and consider something in a new way. Okay. Next. Ooh, look at this. Justice. Balancing the scales, Libra. I love that. That's your card right there. All right, Justice. There is an old message on this card. from Ancient Tarot, and it is one of mercy. Have mercy. And I am delighted that this follows your Nine of Swords, because it will be merciful to you when you look up from this old tale, this old story. I was speaking with a friend yesterday, and she reminded me of a story that she used to read her daughter every day. I think it's called Rosie Posey, something Rosie Posey and the China Plate. And it's a story about perspective, to recognize that you are the fine china here. You're the China Plate. Yeah, check the story out if you like, but recognize that while you have your head in your hands, you're not noticing that about yourself. You are not noticing that you are the Ten of Pentacles. So when you do look up from this, when you feel rested and healed from your Four, and you recognize that you have balanced the scales with your own Ace of Swords here, now represented twice in the reading, everlasting strength, brilliant clarity. When you have that brilliant clarity and you see this and you trust this and you walk toward this, then you create dynamic motion in your life, and you keep the momentum going in that way. Accompanying the Justice card, Five of Wands. No surprise there, because that connects nicely to the Nine of Swords. This is an inner debate. And I love that it's in the suit of wands rather than swords, because it's a little less serious now. It tells us that you're almost all the way through and out of this inner debate. So be merciful, Justice, and kind to your own self, and allow yourself the rest you require so that you can gather your energy, gather your strength, garner your gains, and then move on from your Nine of Swords and your healing Three of Swords in a merciful way, and set down this inner argument. This is really the chatty voice of the ego that would have you not trusting the journey, but trust the journey. Look at all these beautiful cards over here. All right, we're going to move on to the oracle cards. As I said, these are all about some contemplative questions for you. So certainly contemplate and meditate over these. First question asked was, what more may I consider? Or what have I yet to consider? And you have the Autumn card. Release the old and rest. Wow. Well, the cards really are coming at you for rest, rejuvenation, and releasing the old. My sense is you're doing it with this nod toward the Three of Swords on the Four, and then of course the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. Yeah, you're releasing the old, and some parts of that are a little bit uncomfortable because they've been familiar to live with, and familiarity breeds comfort, but you can't live in the dynamic way that you've been dreaming for in your heart space and manifesting for, that is here for you now, if you don't let go of this old stuff. And you're doing it. Next question. What more can I consider when choosing happiness? And you have Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Yes, it does. Look, confirming for you in the Ten of Pentacles. How beautiful. Nice confirmation there. Next question asked was, what would the universe like to share with me? And you have Standing Firm. I am noble, brave, and strong. Yes, you are. You are. Right now, though, you may be feeling the Nine of Swords, and this may not be obvious to you. So the universe is letting you know that this is obvious. You are noble, brave, and strong. And you're garnering your gains. You're gathering yourself. And when you stand up here, you're going to mercifully balance your own scales. How beautiful. Now, there are 3 cards coming next. The question asked on this deck is, what am I working on in beloved relationship? And the intention behind beloved relationship was first to consider relationship with self, because it is there that you cultivate and resonate to all of the other relationships in your life. So starting with you, this is what you're working on in beloved relationship potentially this month, and how that translates to all of your other relationships. Your first card is neediness. This connects us back to our Nine of Swords and our Four. You are resting and healing from a time where Either someone was very needy of you, or vice versa, you were very needy of someone. This is about an energy looking for satisfaction outside the self. This is something that you are healing, whether it was done to you or by you. You are healing that now. And there's a butterfly that just landed on a flower in front of me. Butterflies are all about transformation. How sweet. And then old wounds. Yeah, there it is. It is an old wound, and you're putting it to rest. I love that for you. How wonderful. And then giving oneself, because you are in contemplation for, preparation for, sharing yourself again in beloved relationships. So you're getting it right with you and creating a 10 of Pentacles type of lifestyle foundation, right? And then you have your whole heart to share because you've done all of this over here. All right, last card, Libra, is simply what angel would like to work with me through the month of July. And you have the angel Zadkiel and the energy of gratitude. Yeah, have gratitude for the journey that you have been on, because it has led you here and it has made you amazing. There it is, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. As always, do check out your sun, moon, rising, as I said before. Definitely check out the daily readings here on the channel. Like, share, subscribe, and leave comments if it's in your heart to do so. Peace, love, joy, blessings. Namaste. Have a beautiful July. Bye for now.